Alright everyone, so welcome back to another video. Today we're actually going to look at something very interesting, which is something I've been waiting for a very long time, and that's the hypostatic symphony, right? And I know it's been like 2 weeks now since I made a video, and I do apologize for that, but it's just that I didn't have anything to make, so I just didn't bother. I was working on the Spiral Abyss, but we ran into some issues there. Apparently, I didn't have any Geo or Cryo character to make any videos, so I just didn't bother. And I didn't pull for Ganyu or anything. So the first thing we're going to look at is how many Primo Gems. We get Primo Gems on our first clear. We basically get one different challenge every day. And we are going to get like 420 Primo Gems in total, right? Apart from that, we get challenge rewards, which basically I think that going through these challenges, you will get points. And based on how many points you get, you will unlock different things like Mora, enhancement, or you will also get, Hero's Wit, which is always needed. These are talent upgrade books. And we will also get this beautiful name card. All right. So this is my first video. I wanted to basically take a look at how this is done. I have read their thing on Twitter, right? Where basically they said that when you're fighting this thing, you activate it with electrical attacks and you deactivate it with elemental reactions, okay? So, ooh. So they're saying that we can do it. Difficulty level, we can basically choose our difficulty, and the most important thing about this, guys, is that you are able to do it in co-op. So if you can't handle it on your own, please go out, team up with someone or a few people and see if you can get them to help you. All right, so I think getting the highest points, opponent's HP increased by 100%, 200 points. Select your variation for this. What? How many times can I do this challenge though? Wait, what's this? Expert score multiplier 4.5. Yo, this is insane. Am I an expert though? I mean, like, I did 2 videos on this, right? I did how to beat the electro hypostasis, where it was basically a video showcasing all of the electro hypostasis move. I was a bot when I did that video and I was like really terrible, but if you want to see all of its move, you can definitely check it out there. Apart from that, I also did another one where I talked about all of the different bosses in the game where you can check out. I will put them on the screen and I will also link them down below in the description, okay? Okay guys, so I did a couple playthroughs and I did a couple tests, and basically this is the information that I got, and this is possibly the best settings for free to play and low spenders as well. Probably everyone in the community. So the first thing you guys need to do is you need to play your game on expert. All right, if you're not playing on expert, then you're going to get like really limited amount of points. Like for example, if you play an easy, you're basically going to fight a level 20 Hypostasis. No matter what your world level or your character's adventure rank is, you are going to fight a level 20 Hypostasis. All right. Yeah, and the maximum amount of points you get is going to be 950. Now if you play your game on normal, the maximum point, if you have everything selected, is going to be 1425. All right, and it's basically a level 40 hypostasis, no matter your world level, no matter your adventure rank. All right, because you get a 1.5 multiplier. Now the next thing is, if you play on hard, you are going to get over 2000 points, right? As you guys can see, I got 2115 and I played it on expert, and I'll explain what happened. But the thing is, if you play it on hard, right, you will get a level 60 hypostasis, but you have to beat it in 2 minutes. All right. Basically, you can actually choose to go 3 minutes or even 5 minutes, right? And you will still get over 2000 points. Okay. But the thing is, you are going to like have yourself playing the game very limited, and I will get into that shortly. So if you choose to play on expert, you are going to get a 4.5 multiplier, right? When you get a 4.5 multiplier, basically you no longer need the time limit, okay? Because like the maximum amount of points you get playing on expert is over 3,000. All right, over 4,000, my bad. And this is like when you're playing the game at maximum BS. Like this, I don't even know how to explain it. You have to beat the game in 2 minutes or beat the monster in 2 minutes, and you get one shot by everything, right? And you don't have access to your elemental skills. And the monster, it hits you. Well, like I said, it one shots you. But apart from that, you don't do any damage to the monster. All right. So we're going to keep it on expert, and I'm going to like go through and show you the best settings that you need as a free to play or a low spender to get the maximum amount of points, all right, for your current level. So what you need to do is you don't need to give yourself a time limit, right? And once you don't give yourself a time limit, you're getting like over 3,000 points. But even though you don't have a time limit, there are still some things in the game that is going to give you a problem, because some of these other buffs that you give the monster will basically cause you to run out of time. Now, the first thing, you can keep the opponent's health at 100%, right? You guys should be doing enough damage for that. Next thing, if you guys are using a cryo character like say Chongyun, you might need to turn this one off, all right? But if you're not going to use a cryo character like me, you don't need to turn, you can basically like deactivate this one, all right? Opponent's physical resistance increased by 50%, right? And that's basically like your auto attacks, like when you're doing physical. Because my character was Diluc, I basically I didn't need this, so I basically like gave that to the monster, all right? Your healing and effectiveness. Now the thing is, we are going to turn off some things that would cause you to get one shot or like causing the monster to do insane damage. So you can like give hit decrease your healing effectiveness, no problem. All right. When the active character's HP is lower, you can actually like keep this one active. All party members crit damage decreased by 50%. Now you need to turn this one off, right? Because if you keep this one on, you aren't going to do any damage. If you look at your crit damage, right, you're basically like cutting that in half, which means you're doing like half the damage that you would usually do. Next thing, all party members' energy recharge decreased by 80%. This means that you won't be using your ultimate as much, okay? And you can keep this one active as well, because like you don't really need your ultimate or spam ultimates to basically beat this monster. But there are some characters, like for example my Bennett is almost 200% energy recharge, so I basically like gave that one to the cube. All right. Switching characters increase the damage taken by all characters in that party by 25%. This effect stacks up to 4 times. Now what this is saying is, if you switch your characters 4 times, the monster will do 100% damage to you. And that's basically a one shot. So you need to turn this one off. Alright? Next thing, opponent's attack is increased by 50%. So you see, this is this stacks 25% at a time for 4 stacks. It gives him 100%. Then his attack is increased by 50%. This is 150% attack. So you're getting a one shot by everything, right? So you can basically deactivate this one, or if you want that extra point, you can keep it active. That's if you are confident enough not to take any damage whatsoever. All right. For me, I basically deactivated it. All party members' movement speed decreased by 20%. You don't need to move fast to actually beat this monster, so you can keep that one active. After sprinting, all characters in your own party take 75% increased damage for 10 seconds. So you see now 75% and 150%. That's 225%. So you see, with all of these buffs that this monster gets, you're basically getting one shot by everything. Alright? Again, like I said, this might be a little risky, but you can play with it. Alright? I didn't really take this one with me. All right. Elemental skill CD is increased by 100%. Now this one, you need to deactivate this one, because this means that you are probably only going to use your elemental skill maybe once or twice. That's basically what it's saying, because the cooldown is going to increase. Like Bennett's cooldown on his elemental skill, if you just do one tap, it's like 2 seconds. When he gets this, it's like 7 seconds, right? D-Luke, I think D-Luke is 7 seconds. I think his goes up to like 12 seconds, his elemental skill. Barbara goes up to 30%. All right. And like I said, you guys can play if you don't want to use your elemental skills. You just want to focus on physical attacks. You can do that. But I deactivated this one. And that is the reason why I basically went for like 2,115 points. All right. I'm fine with it. These are the best settings that I discovered. Like for me, like I said, you guys can definitely, you understand how it works now, so you can definitely like go through, activate the ones that you want. If you're confident enough, you can give it more attack. You can give it you can play without your elemental skills. You can even play without your ultimates, no problem. All right, so that is the end of the settings. Now we're going to focus on now I'm going to actually show you the gameplay. All right, so thank you all for stopping by and have a great day.
く